Hyacinth here, and this is a box opening video. I purchased a small fantasy doll from Fuego Fatuo, if I'm saying that right. Fantasy sculpts and art dolls by Alvaro Herranz. I probably am not saying that right, but he's on Facebook in Spain. I will post his link and to his Facebook page and his, I think he's got an Etsy shop in the description below. And I ordered the Kodama BJD. It's a limited run. He only made a few of these. So let's dig in. So he makes these really, really cool fantasy sculpts, different kinds of dolls. He's got will-o-wisps are really popular. I've seen those on Tumblr. I've seen a phoenix, a unicorn, Nekomata, a kappa, a really, really cool, realistic looking kappa. So he's got some really amazing things. This is a very tiny doll, and one of the few BJDs that he makes. Let's see. Alright. Apparently he's on Patreon, so give that a little look. I can't tell if that's focused or not. I'll post the website to his Patreon site on here too, if any of you are on there. And he's got really, really cool things. See, like this right here in this picture, that's something that he made. It's a doll that he made. It's very cool. But I really was interested in the Kodama, and if any of you guys know about Kodama, they were made very popular in the Studio Ghibli film, Hayao Miyazaki film, Princess Mononoke. They are the tree forest guardians, and this is a very tiny doll. So his Kodame are a little more acorn looking, which is what I'm very excited about, because I want this to be a little friend for my dryad / druid doll. Oh, how cute. So here's the tiny little acorn necklace. It comes with this tiny little acorn. That's so adorable. Oh, and I bought this full blushed from the company. Oh, and tiny little eye putty. And these are the little eyes. Teeny tiny little eyes. Oh, that's exciting. I didn't know the eyes were separate, so that's cool. Hope I'm out of focus, sorry. So that's neat. Love it. And here it is, another one. A Certificate of Authenticity. Will-o-wisp dolls. This says Kodama Quercus. Quercus is the species of oak tree, so this is an oak one, which is why I really want it, because Quercus is actually the name of my dryad / druid, because he's also oak. Alright. So very cute little pouch, very soft, little lace, little ribbons. This is so nice. Oh, and here we are, this little guy right here. He's tied to the cushion with more ribbons. So cute. Let me just take this off of his face. I want to see his face first. Oh man, so cool. Oh! So there's his faceplate. Pretty neat. It goes right there. Look at that! How cool is that? So there's his little face. Set it down. Inside, little guy or girl, what have you. Okay, alright, cool. Oh my goodness, it's like a really cool kind of clear resin. Translucent, transparent, really neat transparent resin. See that? Little Little oak branches. Ah! Stumpy feet. Ah, so cool. And little tree stump feet. Stumpy feet. Little tree stump feet. So I really like how it's kind of see-through. That is very reminiscent to me of the Kodama in Princess Mononoke, who were kind of like transparent, depending on how strong they were in the forest. And it makes it very, very like a sprite, you know, or yokai, whatever you want to call it. We've got the neck is got a little bit of a joint here. There's a seam or a line going down the back here. It's kind of neat, like a vein, or its shoulder blades. See the very, very nicely done oak pieces kind of coming up the top here. I really love the oak faceplate. Actually, here. Really like the faceplate. This is the whole face. It's got his details. Oh, it's got the name, the sculpt name inside, Quercus, inside of there. It's attached by a little magnet up at the top here and here. And it's got a little O-ring. It's kind of neat because it's metal, but it looks like it's got this coating on it to kind of keep it from scratching the resin too much. That's really neat. So this is hand cast by Fuego. He does these himself. He sculpts them, does a lot of different things. But because it's kind of transparent, you can kind of see the, what is this called? The elastic system running through its body here. You can see how it's attached here, and there's like that T, and then down, and then another kind of fork into the legs. And that's kind of neat. Joints, the shoulder joints, which are nice. Seem to hold the doll pretty well. Elbow joints. Whoop. Little teeny tiny elbow joints. So cute. Definitely not dealing with double joints here. He's kind of tiny. Little tiny wrist joint. Little tiny S-hook inside of the wrist. This hand doesn't really. And they're kind of, they don't move too much. The hands don't really move, you can't get too much motion out of the hands. This one seems to move a lot more. That's kind of interesting. See, I can move it back like so and forward. This one's a little bit limited, but how cute are those hands? Little tiny, three little. Such great detail. He's so shy. The torso joint, it's just kind of a simple, lean forward, look at that, forward, back, not too much, to the side, side, that's neat, that's a neat little move. Now onto the hips. It's just a simple little hip joint. Nothing too crazy, but it's got a good range. You could do full splits, that kind of thing. And then just the knee. One knee. It's pretty simple. Teeny tiny little knee. The teeny tiny S-hook. And amazing sculpting. I loved all the little grooves. He's really gonna, or he, she, it, This little creature is really gonna match my Dryad doll so well, because they both have that kind of oak details on them. How cute. Alright, so I'm going to put the eyes in. They look almost like they might glow in the dark, but I don't really know that that's the case. I'm going to put the eyes in and put its little acorn on, because it comes in separated, and I'll be back to see if we can get this little guy to stand up on its own. Yay! I wanted to go ahead and record actually putting the eyes in, because I thought you might get a kick out of that. So I got his little eyes, and these look like they were hand cast too. It's a lot of work to make these dolls. That's why they can be so expensive, and especially if you're buying from someone like this, where it's like a private person. Eye putty. Make a little snake. Okay. Position eye. See how it kind of fits. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Get it in the middle here. So you just kind of wrap the snake around the eye, like so. Get it on there good. And then find it, stick it in there. Find how you want it to be. I think I'm gonna go with there. And kind of press it. It's pretty secure in there, it doesn't really need a lot, but I like to press it a little bit to make sure that that eye stays exactly where I've positioned it. There we go. I think that's good. And do the same with the other one. He sent the exact amount of putty that needed. Eye putty, this is actually sticky tack, kind of like wall tack for your walls. That's safe to use in resin. It's safe for your walls, safe for your resin. So that's one of the common things that a lot of companies use now. Okay, let me position that eye. Oh, see? That's a good thing I looked. Okay, now I'm trying to look at both of the eyes, because I want them to kind of match each other. Okay, and what you see me doing, I'm kind of I'm slightly putting pressure on the stems, the eye stems here, and slightly adjusting where they are. So if it looks like I'm just holding it and staring at it, I'm actually very slightly adjusting it back there as I stare at it to make sure that when you look at the doll, it's where you want it to be. I'm trying to get it in the light too. Some of the eye putty is showing up on this side here. So now it's not a hollow face anymore. It's got little eyes. And it has a little personality. And I think those eyes aren't glowing in the dark. I think that, yep, they're glow in the dark eyes. I don't think you can tell in the camera, but see if you can see. See it? They're glowing. Get some light. So how neat is that? They're glow in the dark eyes. So when he's sitting on my shelf next to my other dolls, and I turn out the lights, and I see two tiny little dots staring at me, it's going to be super creepy and awesome at the same time. So I am super excited about this beautiful little doll, and I will try to stand it up. Let's see if I have, after many attempts, I got it to stand up on its own. So there it is, my little Kodama. His tiny little face. Little glow in the dark eyes. Necklace. There you have it. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Again, I will put all of that information up there for Fuego Fatuo's Patreon and Facebook and all of that stuff. I got this doll because I've been querying a book, and I've queried over 80 queries, so this is my little reward for going through that process regardless of the outcome, because it is definitely a tedious and heart-wrenching experience to put your information out there and hope that somebody somewhere will like it. And so this is my reward for doing that and getting as far as I have with that book, and because I love this little doll. So thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.